Let's talk about a secret code that's running in your mind right now. It's a tiny bit of programming that has the power to absolutely wreck a perfectly good day. You know exactly what I'm talking about, right? You're feeling great. You're totally content with your phone, your car, your life. And then, boom, your friend shows up with the latest and greatest model. And just like that, everything you own feels kind of sad and outdated. What is that? What is that switch that flips in our brain and makes a good mood just vanish into thin air?
Well, it turns out the prime suspect behind this little emotional crime has a secret code name, and that name is Ma. It's just one tiny syllable, but it's the key to cracking this whole mystery of why we suddenly feel so bad.
So what is ma? Here's where it gets really interesting. In the ancient language this comes from, ma means two things at the same time. It means I or me, and it also means to measure or to compare. And that is no accident. The best way to think about it is like this. There's a tiny little pilot sitting in the cockpit of your mind. And this little pilot, it has one single-minded mission. It's obsessed with taking this giant roll of mind stickers and just slopping them on everything. And I mean everything. Not just your physical stuff like your house or your clothes, but your ideas, your opinions, your accomplishments, even how you stack up against other people. Let's make this super simple. Picture a rock, just a plain old rock on the ground. It's nothing, right? It's totally neutral. But the second our little My Pilot zips over and slaps a mind sticker on it, everything changes. It's no longer just a rock. It is now my rock. And suddenly it's important. It matters.
And that's exactly where all the trouble begins. Because once that sticker is on there, we can't tell the difference between the thing and ourself. So if someone comes along and kicks my rock, it doesn't just feel like a rock got kicked. No, it feels personal. It feels like I was kicked. We've mistaken an attack on a thing for an attack on our very being. And that right there is where so much of our anger and pain comes from.
You know, this whole automatic process, this constant habit of grabbing things and mentally sticking them to ourselves, it actually has a name. It's called manyati. Think of it as the verb, the action of mying everything. It's the engine that the little pilot runs on, constantly building the walls of our own personal prison, one sticker at a time. But our busy little pilot doesn't stop there. Oh no, collecting the stickers is just phase 1. Once it has a nice big collection, it moves on to phase 2. It starts measuring and comparing its stickers to everyone else's collection. And this relentless, non-stop game of comparison, that has a name too, Mana. This is the pilot's favorite game. Is my sticker collection better than their collection? Is my house bigger? Am I funnier? It's just this constant and, frankly, exhausting game of mental one-upmanship. So when you feel like you're winning the comparison game, you know, when your sticker feels shinier or more impressive than someone else's, you get this little puff of pride. You feel superior. But take a closer look at that feeling. Is it peaceful? Not really. It's this shaky, unstable high that completely depends on someone else being beneath you. And then, of course, there's the flip side. When you lose the comparison game, you feel small, worthless, inferior, and that's the trap of mana. It doesn't matter if you feel superior or inferior, neither one is a state of peace. They are both states of constant restlessness, and they're totally dependent on what everyone else is doing. Okay, so we've got this sticker-crazy pilot in our heads, playing this endless comparison game. The million-dollar question is, what in the world do we do about it? How do you get back in control of your own cockpit? Well, the solution is actually way simpler than you'd think. It all starts with just noticing. The next time you see that shiny new thing and you feel that little pang of, ooh, I want that, that's it. That's your moment. Step 1, spot it. Just notice the feeling. Step 2, name it. In your head, just say, there's the mop pilot again trying to slap on a sticker. And then step 3, just watch it. Don't judge it. Don't try to push it away. Just observe the feeling. What you'll find is that just by catching that little pilot in the act, its power over you starts to totally dissolve. And this leads to maybe the biggest breakthrough of all. That pilot, that little voice that's always wanting and comparing and getting attached, that's not the real you. It's not. It's just a program. Think of it like a little employee who's been running around your mind for so long, you just kind of assumed it was the boss. But it's not. So here's something to try. From now on, whenever that feeling of envy or wanting pops up, just tell yourself this. This feeling isn't me. It's just a label with a man pilot attached. That one little sentence creates just enough space for you to see the impulse for what it is and not get swept away by it.
Because when you understand how this whole mechanism works, when you learn to spot the pilot and its little stickers, you can finally start to take your seat back in the cockpit. You're the real boss of your mind. And really truly getting that, well, that's the beginning of a whole new kind of freedom.
So we've started to crack the code of Ma. But think about it. What happens when a lifetime of these little stickers, millions and millions of them, pile up? They create this thick, heavy layer of mental dust. So next time, we're going to crack the second part of the code, San, and figure out how we can start to clean up that mess for good.